STEM endorsement really has transformed the way I teach. Since I took this endorsement, the thing that I love the most about STEM is that students are able to generate their own understanding of the science concepts. Of course, they need some of the background knowledge of the content before they can actually engineer solutions to their problems. But I love that they come up together with groups. They go through the whole problem solving and are able to come up with some kind of design or prototype. And that, I think, is the magic of the STEM program endorsement, STEM teaching in general.
It has redefined, I think, really how I'm teaching science. And I've taken the concepts from the class, and I'm now doing a STEM Fridays. And so our Fridays are all about STEM in my class. And I've written a couple grants where I've gotten supplies to do STEM projects. I've taken the lessons that we've done and then we have used them the next week. It's not just reading out of the book, but it's what can we do, what can we change in the classroom with the kids.
It's been phenomenal for me since I do teach STEM. I can just apply what I'm learning almost every week. There were some things I was foggy on. I taught science to 5th grade for years and years and years, and I had some foggy areas, and it's helped me to clear those up and also helped me dispel those myths apparently that we all have about science.
I think the greatest aha for me has been over these past 2 years is how STEM and science can be incorporated across the curriculum. I think I'm old school, you have to teach math, you have to teach science, you just have to teach everything in their blocks. And this has opened up great possibilities that you don't have to stay in your blocks, that you can bring science into language. Science and math, yes, that's a given. I brought science into social studies. And so it has been eye-opening for me at possibilities of what science and STEM and how it fits in, and especially with a young learner.
I can think about just now what we're doing and working with materials and practices in STEM, where we're working on an activity in building windmills. And one of the things that we have to do is first go through the engineering design process. But not only that, we're also incorporating math. So we have to take down data tables, we're doing time trials, have to input that time trials onto an actual graphing Logger Pro software program that's going to graph so you can see the relationship between how the weight affected the speed that the windmill worked. So just all of that and making the connection just between science and math.
I tell every teacher that I can that I just see this as the way to teach, period. Because what I would do if I was back in the classroom, regular classroom, I would take a STEM project and I would integrate all of the subjects into it, wherever they were applying math, science, reading, everything into it. If you integrate it, then there is time to get all that in there, and the reading is amazing in science and engineering and stuff.
Highly recommended, highly recommended. And probably the #1 reason is because it broadens your vision of what a great teacher can do. The fact that STEM encompasses so many different things in terms of pulling the literacy and pulling in the social studies and definitely deepening math concepts and understanding. And I think the more a teacher, especially a teacher of young children, understands the STEM concepts that come with that, I think she or he can apply that to every facet of the learning cycle for a child.
My students in my class have, when I asked them on a student survey this last year, that I asked, what was your favorite thing? Every single one of them said STEM. So that's where I came up with the STEM Fridays, was because that was they just love that and continuation of it. So I think it's just a valuable tool, and the way education's going and the way the world is going, it's just a great way to keep kids in contact with what's going on in the world.